I filmed this already before, but the lighting wasn't as good as I wanted it to be. Hopefully it looks a little better. It's still fairly early in the morning. So I'm going to show you my skincare routine. Okay, a quick disclaimer, my skincare routine might not work for you. Everyone has different skin. So just before we get started, my skin is normal to combination. I do have a few dry patches in my cheeks. Occasionally during the summertime I'll get an oily T-zone, but other than that I'm pretty normal. So before we go into detail about my skin, I'm just going to do my first step, which is my step 0. I go in with the Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse Balm. Now, as you guys know, I do use a lot of Dermalogica because I work with Dermalogica a lot since school, and I've known their products for quite a bit. So I take about, let's see, this much. So this is basically your step 0. You take this onto your dry skin. This is going to melt away all the dirt, oils, debris that you pick up on your skin. This is great for makeup as well. You do have to be careful with your eyelash extensions though, I will say that. Now, if you do have oily skin, I would recommend using the pre-cleanse, not the balm. The balm is made for normal to drier skin types. So this is going to really help replenish hydration, any oils, anything like that. So this is what it should look like. Next, you're just going to add some water. So you have wet hands, and you're just going to emulsify the product on your face, and it's going to turn into a nice, gentle, milky cleanser. I like to take the little mitt that does come with it, and then just gently massage it onto my skin, getting in those hard to reach spots, really cleaning out the skin. And then you're just going to rinse that off. It's very important to use a clean towel every time you do wash your face. Towels do tend to kind of collect bacteria over time. Also, it's important to pat dry your skin. They say you shouldn't rub or towel dry. Now that your skin is clean, I'm going to show you in depth my skin. So I show you my progress, what I need to work on, why I use this soap, etc, etc. So my chin is slightly congested. I do have a few breakouts here and then a major scar here. Moving on to my bad cheek, this is where I had most of my breakouts. I have a little bit of scarring here and then not too much any congestion. My main concern on my cheeks here would be the scarring. I just want to get rid of all the pigmentation from past breakouts. As well as this cheek, I have a little bit of freckles and just a few scars here. This one was a pimple from underneath, so it kind of just really, I was gonna scar either way. Around the nose, I do have a little bit of freckling as well as a scar here. A little bit of blackheads, but I haven't done any extractions lately, so that's my bad. As far as eyelashes, I'm coming to see you, Mariana, I'm sorry. Moving on to the forehead, I do have a little bit of congestion around the eyebrows. That's because I do consume a lot of sugar. Not too much scarring. I don't really have much to worry about on my forehead. My main concern would probably just be my cheeks and chin. So my main concern in my under eyes would probably be puffiness. Not so much dark circles, a little bit of pigmentation here, but I just want to really depuff and prevent any premature wrinkling from happening. I'm not too oily like I said before. My skin feels pretty tight right now, which is kind of bad. After step 0, I actually go in with, you guys are gonna trip, I go in with my bar soap, which is really bad for, who called? Oh, Dermalogica just called me, whoops. Okay, so it's really bad actually to use bar soap because it does strip your skin. However, okay, this actually cleared up a lot of the bacteria that I had in my cheeks because I did have a lot of continuous breakouts going on. So the black bar soap actually works wonders. I was using Dermalogica's Medibac line and this actually cured me. I lather it up just like any bar soap and I apply it to my face. So I do make sure it gets nice and foamy and I just massage it into my face. Now it's actually important the temperature of water that you use. I use warm water. Pat dry, my friends, pat dry. And the last step in washing the skin is exfoliation. This is what I use. I use the Daily Microfoliant. This is very gentle for my skin because my skin is actually surprisingly very sensitive, just like myself. So anything too abrasive will actually make me very red and irritated, and I don't want that, and it actually strips my barrier very easily. So this is very gentle enough to use every day, and it brightens it up nice and beautifully. I take about this much in the palm of my hand, add some water, and then I begin to emulsify it. So the trick is you don't want it to be a paste. So you kind of want it to have that nice foaming. So this is actually rice based, so it's actually going to brighten the skin and help with any scarring, actually any age spots too if you have any age concerns. So you can feel the tiny little granules in this, and it feels really nice. Never ever apricot scrub. And you also don't want to over exfoliate. I do have a video of exfoliation I will link down below if you have any questions further regarding exfoliation. After I wash my face, I do mask. There's two types of masks that I usually do. Right now I've been doing a lot of hydrating masks. Actually, I picked up a sample of the Dermalogica Skin Hydrating Mask. And I'm actually just putting this a thin layer. I'm gonna do another mask over this. I'm actually gonna take my Milk face mask. This is just a milk-based sheet mask. Sheet masks are actually my favorite because I feel like they kind of mimic paraffin wax, but I feel like it just locks everything in, all the serums. So I'm just gonna apply this. Now I'm just gonna let this sit for like 10 minutes. So after you let it sit for 10 minutes, you just remove it like so. And since I did add the hydrating mask underneath it, I am gonna do a quick little rinse. So now for toner, I use two toners. So one toner is the AHA BHA toner. This is going to help clarify any breakouts that I have going on, such as the pigmentation that I was trying to remove. So I take a cotton round and I spritz it onto here. And then I do dab it into the problematic areas. Since this is a little drying, I don't dab it everywhere. For my hydrating toner, I use the Multi-Active Toner by Dermalogica. This one I do spritz all over my face because I want hydration everywhere. Now for my essence, I use the BHA Blackhead Power Liquid. This is going to help bring out any blackheads to the surface. This is also going to help with any oils that I have in my T-zone. It's also a clarifying treatment, and it's also going to help exfoliate my skin chemically. Next step, I do use my tea tree oil. Now for the daytime, I only use about 4 drops. Because this is an oil, you don't want to be a slippery, sliding mess. So I just press it into the skin. This is also going to help with hydration and also help clarify and lighten and brighten the skin. Alright, next step is moisturizer. This is my Dynamic Skin Recovery with SPF 50. This has protection against UVA rays, which is the rays that cause aging and wrinkles from the sun. So preventative, people, preventative. So it is always very important you do use a sunscreen. I like this one because it's a 2-in-1, so it's a moisturizer and a sunscreen, and it makes you nice and dewy. For the under eyes, I use the Multivitamin Power Firm by Dermalogica. This is going to help with preventative wrinkles as well as brighten the under eyes as well as depuff. We cannot forget the lips. I do use this coconut lip treatment. So this is my skin after the 10-step skincare routine. Okay, I do look very oily, as some people would say, but this is just the hydration that is locked back into my skin. I'm not so dry, I'm not so crusty. So in the chin, we are slowly just noticing all the hydration. Nice supple skin. So looking good, SquarePants. Thank you so much for watching my updated skincare routine. I think I'm going to upload another one for the nighttime. So what I do as far as night care. I think I did that last time. I hope you guys picked up a few tips for your skin. Now remember to keep in mind that everyone has different skin. Everyone has different skin types. What works for me might not work for you. If you have any questions, if you think it might not work for you, please feel free to ask me and I'll do my best to help you out. And make sure to follow my Instagram, my Twitter, my Facebook will be linked down below, Snapchat and everything. Thank you so much for watching and I will see you guys soon. Bye-bye.